There's a specific moment that determines whether a coaching practice prices itself at sustainability or below it. It's the 3 seconds between being asked, "What do you charge?" and saying the number out loud. Most coaches flinch. The flinch costs them, not occasionally and not a small amount. There's a specific moment that determines whether a coaching practice prices itself at sustainability or below it. It's the 3 seconds between being asked what you charge and saying the number out loud. Most coaches flinch. The flinch costs them, not occasionally and not a small amount. Here's the math. A coach decides their rate should be $400 a session. Discovery call happens. Buyer asks the number. Coach says $350, though I can be flexible. Nobody asked for flexibility. Nobody pushed back. Across 20 annual engagements, that unrequested discount is $10,000 the practice never earned. The coach never negotiated it away. They gave it up before there was anything to give up. The common explanation is, I need to work on my confidence. Here's what actually happened: an unrehearsed performance. The number hadn't been said out loud enough times for saying it to feel like a sentence rather than a statement about character. The number is not a claim about your worth, it's a business price. Those are different things. Pricing hesitation is a performance gap, not a self-worth gap. The flinch isn't a signal from your psyche. It's what an unrehearsed line sounds like the first time you say it in front of someone. Athletes, surgeons, and litigators all solve this the same way. Repetition under low stakes before high stakes performance moments. 4 steps in sequence. 1. Write the number down, the one you actually mean, not the one you think you can get. 2. Say it out loud, alone, unprompted, in a room with no one watching. Do this for 3 consecutive days. 3. Say it to appear in role play. Ask a colleague to run a mock discovery call and say the number in that context. 4. Say it in an actual discovery call. By that point, it's a sentence, not a moment. That's the progression. Boring is the point. The rehearsal is tedious. That's correct. Say the number $400 per session. Feels strange to say alone in a room? That's what unrehearsed sounds like. The strangeness is data. It tells you how many repetitions you have left before the high-stakes version stops being a moment. By the 5th time you've said it in low-stakes conditions, the discovery call becomes a sentence. The flinch has nowhere to attach. There's a brief connection worth naming. The same discernment a coach applies to a client's unexamined undervaluation. Why are you settling for that? What would it look like to charge what the work is worth? Is the discernment ICF core competency 2 embodies a coaching mindset, asks you to turn inward on your own practice. Module 1.1.2 built that framing. What it looks like in the pricing context is this rehearsal protocol. That's the operator move. 2 responses that don't work. First, I need to work on my confidence. Reading 3 articles about pricing psychology, journaling, taking another course. None of these eliminate the flinch because none of them produce the repetitions. Second, I'll wait until I have more clients. The rehearsal is cheapest now, when the stakes are lowest. Waiting is the same as deciding to do the unrehearsed version in the actual discovery call. Practice the number. That's it. The rehearsal handles the hesitation before the number is said. But the conversation doesn't always end there. Sometimes the rehearsal works, the number lands clean, and the answer is still no. That's a different situation, and it has a different response. That's next.